Hey guys, welcome back to the Piston Show. I'm Keshi Dillon, and today we have here with us this very gorgeous Ferrari Roma Spider. It's very unique and it's a very special Ferrari because the last time Ferrari actually produced such a model was very long time ago. In fact, the Ferrari Roma Spider is the first mid-engine soft-top model since 1969. Which means that even if you keep this, you buy this car and you keep it for the next 50 years, it's forever going to be a very unique car and it'll go down in the history books as a collectible Ferrari. I got a lot of good things to say about this car. I loved my time with it. But as usual, a quick acknowledgement of our sponsor. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This video is brought to you by Berjaya Sompo Insurance. Get Sompo Motosafe by Berjaya Sompo. The less you drive, the less you pay. It's that simple. Choose from 3 different mileage plans with affordable premiums to fit your driving needs. Perfect for those who drive occasionally. Plus, enjoy extra perks like unlimited towing, 100% special perils, and all driver coverages. Ready to drive smart and save big? Switch to Sompo Motosafe today. Head over to Berjaya Sompo Insurance and start saving now. See, the Ferrari Roma Spider is quite unique because even in terms of its design and its proportion, it's very classic. It has that long bonnet, the cabin placed backwards. This is classic GT styling. But even the name invokes a long forgotten way of living your life from the 50s and the 60s. You see, the name Roma is a nod to the classic Roman lifestyle, or which they call La Dolce Vita. So this is a very carefree sort of living. And if you got about 3.2 million ringgit to spend on a brand new Ferrari with taxes included, I'm sure you can live carefree as well. Now let's talk a little bit about the design of the Roma Spider. In fact, there's not much that is different than the Roma Coupe, besides the fact that it does not have a roof, of course. So from the front of the car, well, it looks like the coupe. You get this body style grille, you get this Ferrari emblem placed at the lower part of the grille over there, you get the same headlights that look really sleek and really good. You get 20-inch wheels that are grabbed by ceramic brakes, and then you get this fender shield over there, which is an option. I particularly really like this circular turn signal over there. It's very classic, it's really good looking. And then over here, I think that the overall silhouette of this coupe is really good looking. But my favorite angle though is this red 3/4 part over here. This is just such a good looking car. I just love the way the slim tail lights sort of just merge yet stand out into the bodywork of the car. And this aluminium exhaust the aluminium exhaust tips in particular are optional and they sound really good. I'll let you hear how it sounds like later on. But a lot of the drama of the Ferrari Roma Spider is, of course, with what lays underneath the bonnet and what lays inside the car. So let's go and check that out. Powering the Roma Spider is the F154 engine that is also found in the Ferrari Roma Coupe. Now this is a very successful engine of sorts because it won the World Engine of the Year awards, which is a big deal. But not only did it win, it won it consecutively from 2016 till 2020. And it's not only an engine that is glorious in the way it produces its power, but it also looks really good. And check out the way that it's mounted. If you just come to the side over here, check out how far back that it's mounted. It's mounted just, it looks as if it's mounted just after the front axle, which means that it's going to sort of affect the overall balance of the car. In fact, the Ferrari Roma Coupe had a near perfect weight distribution of 50-50, whereas this has a weight distribution of 48-52. partially because Ferrari had to strengthen the car because it does not have a roof, and the roofing mechanism by itself added about 80 kgs to the overall weight of the car. Hence why the weight distribution has been affected, but you don't really feel it when you're behind the wheel. In terms of performance figures, the 3.9 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine produces 620 horsepower, 716 Newton meters of torque, with all that power sent to the rear wheels through an 8-speed dual clutch transmission. 0 to 100 seen off in just 3.4 seconds, and top speed well over 300 kilometers per hour. This is a proper GT. Now we go inside. After that, I'll let you hear how it sounds like. But it's a really hot day today, guys. It's not really soft top friendly, and once we step inside, everything's going to start glaring. And I'm really eager to show you how cool the Roma looks when it's, you know, opening or closing its roof. So check this out. Nice, looks really nice. Now that we've got that out of the way, let me just tell you a little bit about the canvas top. Now this can close at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour. And as I experienced just now, when it suddenly starts to rain, you can sort of just slow down and let the roof close. Very convenient, and it does that in just 13 seconds. But what's really good about this canvas is that it is made up of 5 different layers, and it also has its own sound deadening material. You should hear how it sounds like from inside, because when you don't hear much of the outside, you can completely revel in the glory of that twin turbo V8. And I kind of really can't wait to let you hear how it sounds like. So let me just let you hear how it sounds like now. So yes, now you can jump inside. The interior, guys, feels purposeful yet comfortable. It feels like you could sit in here on an epic road trip and you could just keep on driving. That is the beauty of this GT. It just feels like you can go grand touring every day, all day. And I like how I get access to all of my favorite tech and music. So I have a 16-inch digital instrument cluster up ahead of me. It tells me everything from my navigation to the music that I'm listening to and such. And this is your infotainment screen over here. You access all of your air conditioning controls and such. This measures in at 8.4 inches. And then you get this screen over here for your passenger. And this lets your passenger choose the type of music that they want to listen to. It also tells them how fast you're driving. So all in all, it feels like a really comfortable and purposeful place to be. You just sort of, this is, I'll call it the cockpit of the car, because it really feels like it really feels like you are in command of everything. I like how everything is just focused on the driver. But the other thing, and the beauty about any Ferrari for that matter, is that everything in here, down to the last stitch, can be customized. Of course, Ferrari has to first approve the type of customization that you want to do, but once you get their approval, this is just, consider it a blank canvas of sorts. But just like how the interior feels really comfortable and purposeful, the boot of the Ferrari Roma Spider is also a functional one. It measures in at 255 litres, and with the top down, it can still accommodate up to 172 litres. In fact, this layer over here is where the roof will rest when it's folded in place. And now, since it's not, this is how much space that you have that's big enough for a weekend's getaway of bags, or perhaps a 2-week drive to Thailand. But if you're the golfing type, you'll be very happy to know that you can fit in an entire golf bag in here as well. Talk about practicality. On the move, one of the most amazing things about the Ferrari Roma Spider is just how incredibly easy it is to drive. I mean, as I've already said, it's a very comfortable Ferrari. There's plenty of leg space. The back seat, well, probably comfortable enough for one or two adults over short bursts, but definitely for children as well. When I was driving the Ferrari Roma Coupe, I managed to actually plug in my son's child seat and take him for a short drive as well. That was about 2 years ago. Now, driving the Ferrari Roma Spider, I still get that same feeling. It's just an incredibly friendly and approachable Ferrari, but it's still a Ferrari, and a couple of switches downshift of the dual clutch transmission gives you access to this. Some really intoxicating sounds, and you feel so connected to the front wheels that the car just obliges almost all of your inputs. There's practically no turbo lag from the twin turbos, and this is a major appeal of the Ferrari Roma Spider. It's just such a comfortable, approachable, easy to drive Ferrari, and yet it is still very much a Ferrari at heart. In terms of performance, guys, you really cannot argue with a 3.6 second 0 to 100 time, and it just takes all of my words away at just how practical and easy it is to drive. Even in traffic just now, there's plenty of safety nets. It has a complete ADAS suite of safety systems. You have your blind spot monitoring to, driving in KL. We have bikers and motorcyclists that tend to appear out of nowhere. Of course, you're sitting low, so there are plenty of sensors around the car that make it practical to park as well. There are cameras, and I just got to tell you that the camera on the Ferrari Roma Spider is perhaps the clearest camera that I've ever seen in modern times. It's just fantastic in that sense. And when you want to take it slow as well, and just, if you've had a long day, you just want to take it slow, you don't want to listen to your music, and you just want to, gather your thoughts, I would just like to bring your attention to how quiet the interior is. Now, that's one thing about soft tops, right? Because they're canvas tops, and sometimes when it's raining or, when you get traffic around you, it does tend to intrude back into the cabin, but not here. In fact, it feels very much like the hard top is in place. And yes, I did get about 20 minutes of driving the Roma Spider when it was raining earlier, and you don't get any of that pitter-patter as you would get on a metal roof. So that is brilliant as well. And I just like how it is a soft top, and yet it doesn't sound like it, it doesn't feel like it. You don't get all of that flex in the body. Of course, I wasn't really pushing it. I would do that on the track and such, but even taking fast corners and such, it feels planted. You don't feel any body flex. And this ceramic brakes, you feel like they're capable of readjusting your face. Anyway, the other thing that I really like about the Roma Spider is just how customizable the entire interior is. You can just have it almost every way, any way that you want. Ferrari, of course, has to approve it at first, but if you visit a Ferrari showroom, you'll notice that you have plenty of different steering wheel options, plenty of different shifter pedal options. That, of course, comes with the steering wheel. And as I was saying earlier, when I was showing you about the interior, you can practically customize the interior down to the last stitch. But Ferrari is they pay a lot of attention to how you customize their cars. I mean, of course, it's a Ferrari, right? So any customization that you do, it has to be approved by Ferrari. But anyway, and it looks this good just right out of the box alone. Looks and feels really nice. But the thing is, when you buy a Ferrari, any Ferrari for that matter, you have to commit to a certain amount of customization, somewhere about the 200,000 ringgit region in fact. But apparently it's quite easy to reach that level because, as I said, almost everything about the car is customizable. Again, the only limit being the depths of your pocket. However, if you want a car that is easy to drive on a day-to-day basis, comfortable, does not feel like it's going to, muscle you out of anything, it doesn't feel like it's going to threaten to hurt you in any way, the Ferrari Roma Spider, just as the coupe was, is an incredibly approachable, usable Ferrari, and that is probably its biggest appeal. You want to take it for a track day? You can. You want to take it for a long top-down cruise to Chiang Mai? You can as well. And if you want to go golfing, you can store a golf bag in the back here. How practical is that? So there you have it then, guys. The Ferrari Roma Spider. A GT that is great for touring and yet practical enough for day-to-day use. Well, it can be yours for 3.2 million, but I've got news for you, because for just 1.16 million ringgit, you can have it. You can buy one in Langkawi, minus duties and options, of course. But suddenly 1.16 doesn't sound like that bad of a deal, does it? Because the Ferrari Roma Spider is a Ferrari that balances practicality, GT touring, fun driving, and great looks as well. And I really like how you can practically customize the entire interior according to how you like it. Just the depth of your pocket being the only limitation for that. As usual, guys, thank you for watching. Do consider subscribing.